We're back, and I want to share with you one of the things that I most enjoy about Dreamforce every year is the degree to which every year it's more and more about the entire cloud transformation of how people expect to acquire workplace capability and automate workplace function. And even though we have the honor to be hosts to it, it's so much a matter of a gathering of the clans and the whole cloud ecosystem. And certainly on the very short list of companies that are almost invariably mentioned in the same sentence as Salesforce.com, Concur, other companies that are replacing old ways of doing things, is a company called Workday. And we're very pleased now to be joined by Stan Swete, CTO of Workday. Come on up, Stan. Stan, I'm really happy that we can have Workday in this pre-keynote conversation because the people who want to treat the software industry as a form of professional wrestling, we're trying to set up this great jello wrestling battle between us and Workday. And I'm really happy that Workday can be here to talk not about the contention, but about the complementarity of what you're doing with Workday, what we're doing with Work.com, and the opportunities that that's creating for you. How are we keeping things exciting and interesting for Workday now?
Things are always exciting, and it's really good to be here to talk about that as well, Peter. I think that partnering is absolutely important in the software space, and there's so many similarities in what Workday and Salesforce are trying to do to innovate in the space. I think that's the most important thing. What gets me excited these days is just the pace of change of technology and the speed of that. And when I think of speed, I think of the cloud. And I think both of our companies share a trait of delivering value in the cloud much faster than the old ERP companies can do. And so in order to do that and go after a space with so many players, you really need partners that can help you compete.
Well, the partnership between us is not just a matter of talking, but of really doing. I mean, when I hear about the integrations that are taking place between Workday and Force.com capabilities, Workday and Work.com, the opportunity for our mutual customers to get much greater than some of the parts value from that is really very exciting.
Yeah, totally agree. I think our companies share a trait of moving fast, and I think we have doers on both sides. So if you look at our integrations with your platform, which are so important to us, as we've got so much work to do to build our own applications, we're able to announce integration to Force.com a couple years ago, did a big announcement to Chatter last year. Like many other companies, we're very excited to be embedding Chatter more deeply inside Workday, and that's an announcement we're making at this conference, and we're integrated to Work.com.
So when people come to see Workday in the expo area, what's going to be exciting for them? What are they going to take home and say, holy smoke, I didn't know they were doing that?
Yeah, we feature a couple differences. We think people love the user experience. It's just so different than anything they see in enterprise software for human capital management or financial management, a radically different look and feel, much more familiar to Salesforce, much more similar to Salesforce than anything you'd see in the old school ERP. But I think they also see a product that has been able to stand up and be the single system of record for global workforces for some very large organizations, proving that the cloud is real for large companies.
Now, that is a really interesting statement because one of the things I continually am told is that, well, you know, workforce rules and currencies and, you know, customs and hourlies, these are so different. And you're saying that really with Workday, a global corporation or a corporation that's maybe grown by merger and acquisition can really have, I believe you just now used the phrase, a single system of record and really think of its workforce in a global fashion.
We think it's so important, and those are the kinds of companies we go for. Companies with workforces of 200,000 employees and up. We're serving them in 60, hundreds of countries, and we're able to do that with a single system. The single system is important if you can get all the complexities of all the local variations inside, because then you can answer simple questions like who works here. And that's Workday's pitch. We're going to make it so that you can get that simple bit of information out of your system without all the complexity.
Well, certainly I have the benefit of being a Workday user myself at Salesforce.com. And I look forward to continuing great stories of integration and extension and each of us bringing new capabilities to our customers. Thank you, Stan. Great to have you here, Stan Swete, CTO of Workday.